Brosplay.
So my man here went to McDonald's. He gonna tell us about his time at McDonald's. Take it
Kind
away.
of work when you go. We keep making jokes about things that people haven't seen because it's between shows.
Hey, I didn't
Anyway,
make that joke, motherfucker.
No, I know.
Use this "we" term.
Actually, I have done that 2 times in a row
Keep
now.
throwing out that "we" term.
Oh. Okay.
You look like a cat. Like, look at the. You actually look a lot like a cat.
Here.
The ears and.
I can even jump. Yeah.
Like a cat.
Like,
Oh my god, it's like a cat.
Do cats jump? I don't know.
And I wonder what it'd like to be a cat.
Oh.
Oh. You gonna snap? Oh, I thought it was gonna land in your head and end the game.
just cut you in half.
Well, it could, man. That's the whole point of a clam.
See this? He's gonna go for that, and then
Clam.
I'm gonna use him as a platform.
Clam.
I thought it was gonna attract the seagull. Anyway, I went to McDonald's with the full intention of paying too much to make not enough, or to get not enough food, and then feel like shit. And I completely accomplished every one of those things. I spent like 15 bucks. No, it was like 18 bucks on a tiny ass burger and 10 tiny ass nuggets.
Wait, for a burger and nuggets?
Yeah.
It was almost 20 bucks.
Almost 20 bucks. It was like 1870 something. Yeah.
Here I am complaining about paying $18 just to make lunches for like a full week.
Oh yeah. And then
Jesus,
and
McDonald's.
then like felt like shit the same day, and I was like,
Yeah, well, that's
this
why you gotta
is
go to
the
Wendy's,
best.
man, because you're gonna spend $18, but you're gonna get more wrecked for that $18.
Well, Wendy's isn't close enough. It's not even close to in walking distance.
Oh, you hear that, Wendy's? Make yourself more available.
Yeah, man. And fucking sponsor the Game Grumps already. You fucking dill holes.
It would be a great investment. I just think there's probably a bunch of people sitting around in a boardroom going, I know what fresh is, but I don't know what this Let's Play thing is. So we're gonna keep advertising the way we do, the way a Wendy's does.
Dude, there's this one dumb company that keeps doing these. There's supposed to be like old musical not references, but like jokes about music. Not jokes. I'm trying to do this at the same time.
Yes, this old company making jokes. Or
No, they said something like music isn't made by compromising, and I'm thinking, have you seen the music industry? It's basically a compromising incarnate. That's like the basis of popular people, is that they compromise their style, their look, their thoughts, their music. Oh.
I guess what they mean is like, no, yeah, you're completely right. 'Cause
It's music.
And it's such a compromise that people make. They go, well, it's not exactly what I want, but Jesus.
Oh no. Oh nice.
Okay.
I would not be comfortable walking up to the den even after that.
Yeah, seriously. Well, especially because we can't see inside.
But I can't remember their other advertisement was just as silly. I can't remember what it was.
And what company is this?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about I only want to talk about advertisements and not who makes them, because then you kind of give them like that's the point of advertising, is to get people talking about it.
That's true.
So I want to try to.
Well, I've always found that I personally, whenever I see a bad advertisement, I'm usually turned off by the product, not on.
Me too.
But it's just not, that's not how it is for most people.
Well, Molson Canadian keeps trying to make me feel like, I mean, I already drink Molson Canadian.
So it's not a sale. It's
Yeah, and it's condescending, because they're trying to convince me of what it means to be Canadian. And I was born in Canada, and I've lived in Canada for 24 years. I know.
And I drink Canadian.
I know what being Canadian is like. Thank you.
Have you seen those old Canadian commercials?
The fridge commercials? Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
I am Canadian. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, those were awesome.
They were pretty good. Yeah.
Because they were like rants, like
Yeah,
legitimate
like Canadian
rants. So
rants,
yeah,
yeah.
I kind of it had like a real feeling to it, because yeah, we are proud to be Canadian, and yeah, I don't mind drinking a beer that literally says I am Canadian on the bottle. It's pretty convenient.
Yeah. And that red fridge commercial's stupid.
Yeah, I don't like the red fridge. But also, what it doesn't really take into effect is, so you got this red fridge in Canada. And people who don't live in Canada, do you know how fucking big Canada is?
Massive.
Canada is this, oh, that floats.
Yeah, buddy.
Smart. Canada is the same size as the United States. but we have 1/10 of the people here.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I think you're supposed to move it over to the other side. But get on it! The wave! Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do either. I'm glad you found this thing, though. I feel like it's too...
Oh, no.
No. What is that thing?
This?
Oh! There's a lasso point
Yeah.
up in the top. Yeah, you gotta move it over to the right, I think, and then try and lasso. I can't tell what that object is to the right.
Yeah, I don't know. A bicycle thing, I think. I don't
A
know.
bicycle thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell from this perspective, but hopefully when... It says E on one side. E!
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in this case, so on the Canadian topic, there's definitely a lot of shit that, like, there's a lot of things that can only happen in Canada. It's beautiful, man. There's this robot that somebody designed that I forget what it's called. It was like a hitchhiking robot. And they sent it across, they wanted to get it across Canada.
Push it underneath.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
It's gonna raise the whole thing.
Wait,
yeah.
the hitchhiking robot?
Yeah.
Like a Flat Stanley type thing, but a robot?
Yeah.
That's
Flat
actually
Stanley? Is that what he does in Flat Stanley?
What? In Flat Stanley?
Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah, but Flat Stanley is like a cutout that you take pictures with in elementary school.
Oh.
Like okay, so Flat Stanley is like a pen pal type thing. So you
Holy
drown.
fuck. That was terrifying.
So you make a Flat Stanley and you take a picture of yourself with him, and then you put it in an envelope and send it to your pen pal, and then they take a picture of themselves as a Flat Stanley and then send it to somebody else. So at the end you have this envelope filled with pictures of people with this like same cutout. Yeah.
Flat Stanley to me was a book.
So that was probably a book based off that premise.
No, it was about a guy. It was about a kid who got flattened by a bookshelf.
No.
Yeah, seriously, dude. He was paper thin, and he could like slide between shit.
Oh my god, that's so much more ironic because they also usually take the picture in front of like a bookshelf. That's so weird. Why did they choose that figure? That's like
anyway.
that German folktale. It's like a little boy was sucking his thumbs.
Yeah.
And his mother told him not to. So when he kept sucking his thumbs, she cut them off. End of the story. Good night.
But yeah, Kevin Smith's making jokes about it, and then like he's like, people are gonna like pull it apart and like give him blowjobs and shit. And
Of course, that's a Kevin Smith thing.
miraculously, it made it. I'm pretty sure it made it like a crazy distance across Canada because people were legitimately nice with it.
Well, also, I feel like people would actually be nicer to a robot than they would be to a person. As shitty as that sounds,
Fuck.
like
Okay, all right, I figured it out.
imagine you pick up a person on the side of the road. Like lots of people have a specific agenda that they might be interested in robbing that person or, God forbid, killing that person for some reason or anything like that. But a fucking robot, like, what are you gonna do? Take some scrap parts off of it? Like, you don't know how this thing works.
And it was intentionally designed out of a bunch of junk.
Yeah, so it's just like this really, and also, I mean, how cool would that be to be part of getting this robot across a country?
Did you forget to turn on the?
No, I think it's shutting off because we definitely started it.
Oh. I have no idea where we are in the episode.
We
now.
are lost. We are lost and at sea. And you know what? I think our little buddy understands us. These waves are really... They're
Terrifying.
frightening, but I'm glad we don't drown in like a little bit of wave. Like you really do kind of have to get crushed by the wave.
Yeah.
The screen goes blurry. Like there's a fog.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I was really hoping you were gonna get that. Oh, it comes up to the surface. Oh, it went through the platform.
Oh, well, that's kind of weird.
It's kind of awesome, is what it is.
I guess, do we need it up there?
I don't know.
Might need it to jump. Yeah, you'll need it to jump to the other one. Whoa. And yeah, you'll notice it'll go a little blurry as you're underwater, and then the more blurry it gets, the more dead you are.
Okay. So where were we in episode time? Because I have no fucking clue.
Oh, I'm just guessing.
We'll just go an extra 10 for fun.
That's what I'm thinking. That's probably reasonable. You always go a little. You always go an extra 10. That's the thing. When you think you're done, you're probably done.
I found it interesting when I first started this Let's Playing thing. I wanted to be really consistent, and it's this kind of a weird, not creepy thing, but you're trying to go for a genuine hangout feel, and it's almost a little counter to that when your genuine feel has the episodes lasting between 11 and 12 minutes every single time.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, it's inherently not genuine. It's not like it's disingenuous, but because you're making that happen, you're kind of fabricating that time.
Yeah.
Which is good in its own right. It's just, it doesn't have the same hangout feel. Conversations aren't 11 to 12 minutes in length. At least not all the time.
No. I wonder what the average conversation length is.
Like
30, or I guess
35 seconds.
Probably, what do you define a conversation as? That's probably a good question too.
Probably from the start of an interaction with a person till the end of the interaction, but that's not a very good definition.
I once read that.
I think you have to flick the switch, because see, it only goes one way. And you read what?
I once read that 60% of all conversation is gossip, which is defined as conversations about people. Oh, he's a platform.
Whoa. Okay. So, do we have to bait him with clams? Or, he's just doing it for us.
He's just a big crabby boy.
And that's 60% is gossip. I can definitely believe that, but I can't do gossip. When people tell me about gossip, I usually just kind of shut down.
Well, most people's idea of gossip is specifically about people that they actually know. But the broad definition is any conversation about other people.
Oh.
So really, like, any time we're talking about others is technically gossip, according to that broad. But
that depends, though, because we're talking about their work.
Yeah,
we're not really talking about
is, like,
them.
if you and I were to speak specifically about people we actually know.
Yeah, that's how I would
things that
define
have happened between them. Yeah, that's not to say that gossip's a bad thing at all. It just often is.
Well, that's the thing. The idea inherently is not bad. It's just that the execution is generally bad. It's like communism sounds like a great idea. I feel like that's the ultimate example of works in theory, doesn't in practice.
Yeah. Well, it's a great concept. Everybody gets equal shit. But at what point... I don't really fully understand communism, so I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. But if you and I, like right now, you spent 4 years in school to get into an educated field. And so at a younger age, you have at an entry level began making more money than I have, and I've been working the last 4 years. So why would you go to school if I'm gonna make the same amount as you do? Is that how communism works?
It's essentially the idea of how it works, and that is one of the reasons that it does seem inherently flawed in the long run. But when you think about it, it would work great if you could set everything up. So, you appreciate doing this, I appreciate doing that, so we both do what we appreciate doing, and in a way, we both get through life, right? We just share. It's just that, yeah, you're right. When you don't have incentive, people are shitty. When there's no incentive, people don't want to do things.
That's the ultimate issue I have with the guaranteed, what's the minimum...
wage?
Not minimum wage. The guaranteed initial wage or whatever it's called.
The basic income?
basic income. Yeah. Well, I mean, we already do kind of have a basic income set up. It's just set up in several different stages.
Well, that's the thing. Canada actually does have some forms of that, and I think that is actually a good idea because it gives both. It gives. So what we're talking about here is universal basic income, which means that everybody gets a certain amount of money at the start of the year. So let's say the year begins, you wouldn't get it all at once, but every year you're given, let's say, $10,000 or $20,000, and it's enough to live off of. But that's basically all you can do with that money. So the idea is that you're so webbed up.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know how to get through this either. But we need more yarn because you are already way too thin.
Ouch.
And so that allows you to still go higher. I can make more money and have more money if for some reason that's what I'm into. And then but both of us get to live.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a caveat to that. But one thing that Winston Churchill said is democracy seems like a horribly flawed system until you see all the rest of the systems.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think the internet demonstrates that democracy is definitely has a flawed system. Anytime the entirety of the internet tries to get in on something, they do really silly shit with it.
Well, also, we're not a democracy. In Canada or the United States or the UK, like, those aren't technically democracies. They're republics.
Oh.
Because in a democracy, the majority goes, which means if there was a 51% vote in the country and everybody decided that we were going to just, get rid of a certain race of people, it would happen. But in a republic, there's protections on the rights of minorities.
Oh.
Which means that even if the majority wants something, it doesn't happen unless it's consistent with, like, the charter and other laws we have in place.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. Like, a good example is in the Old West, 30 people chase down a lone gunman, and then they vote 30-1 to execute him.
Right.
That is a democracy. Whereas a republic, they'd have to take him back to the town, and then there would be a trial, and then there'd be an execution.
Oh, I'm rapping shit. Look at that. Oh, let's do it again. Whoa, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
we're
shit.
running out of yarn.
It didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do there. Try and pull that log over.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Pull it
That's
down.
probably exactly it.
Oh, look at that. We're getting a nice...
No.
No, nothing. Up you go. You gotta get all that yarn back.
Oh, no, I need to tie this.
I don't know if you're gonna make it,
There we
man.
go. Here we go. Come on, let's go.
Oh, I see.
There's really no point of that.
Of pulling, yeah. I don't know what's... Yeah, I think you gotta get all your yarn back.
Oh, I went the wrong
Yeah,
way.
you went the wrong way now. It's over 3 times.
I don't know what I do now. Do I? I think I'm the wrong way now.
You gotta climb it. You gotta climb
right.
it.
Right. I forgot I
Oh
can
my
climb.
god, that was 4 times over. Oh my god, you used all of your yarn just to wrap around that one log.
No, that reminds me. It's like 4 times over. Do you know where Avenged Sevenfold came from?
Yeah, it's a Bible, isn't it?
Yeah. They I don't know if they are still, but they started off as a band about.
I think we've discussed this on the show before.
I don't think so.
So I think you gotta wrap it on there. And you gotta go over that log. Over the other one.
Oh, I know.
And then you go pull towards the door and then you can hop.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We both figured it out at the same time. Good job.
See, I think we talked about this before because you mentioned it and I told you it was the story of Cain and Abel.
Oh.
Because was that what you were gonna say?
I'm always looking. I always think about this show as being a thing we just started, but we actually started doing this shit, dude. Like, we restarted the channel 2 years ago.
Whoa.
June 2014, and it is now October 2016.
It's true. It does feel like a new thing, even though it's far from new. It's something, we've been practicing at.
We've only really put it in. Like, I've only felt like, I don't know if you noticed that I gave you the bad pop filter.
I did notice that.
It's because you're not a guest anymore. You're part of the show.
That's true.
I always gave it to you before because you were a guest. I considered you a guest of the channel.
But that's not how it is.
But now I feel like you are part of, like, you are just as much a part of it as an idea.
Yeah, it's like when someone comes over to your house, they don't take the captain's chair.
No.
They give you the captain's chair.
Exactly.
That's
But when you marry them, you give them all of your things.
Let's not get into that again.
I don't
Let's
know.
not start all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're... Oh. Okay, I thought we were going over. We're going over,
I
Captain.
didn't even know what I was doing there. I was just doing it. I just assumed that because those were there that I was supposed to.
It feels really good. Are you gonna start this engine?
This boat reminds me of Papa. This engine.
Little aluminum boat.
Little aluminum boat with a wee. Oh shit.
Wee engine.
What is
I
this?
swear you gotta start that engine.
I do. Yeah, you gotta pull it. Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Pull the engine. This would not work at all. Oh, you have it tied off. You can't pull it any further.
Oh, clever cat.
Also, you have to pull it, like, an engine is supposed to be pulled all at once, like really rapidly, not.
Yeah. Oh, there's no fucking way. We both
Okay.
know this because of our
Okay.
experience with the
Oh, you're gonna cut that rope with it.
boat people in our lives.
Oh
yeah.
my, this is
Oh,
so
fuck
cool.
yes! Fuck yes! You imagine this
Jesus.
shit, dude?
This is the longest yarn roll in the world.
Well, he keeps finding more.
I know, but just think about how long this strand is.
Oh yeah. But can you imagine? I mean, first of all, I'm pretty sure we're in Newfoundland now that I've
Yeah, now that
seen
you see
all of
that.
the backgrounds. But you imagine you're just chilling, drinking some beers with your family, and your boat just leaves the dock and there's nobody in it.
Or better yet, there's a little tiny red yarn man standing at the helm of your boat,
Yeah.
smiling at you and giving you the finger.
Oh, these are all memories. Dude, the yarn is probably, like, I'm serious about this, it's probably actually a commentary on like a person's memory.
Yeah, it's probably her recollecting.
Yeah, I think that's what this entire thing is.
Oh, wow.
It's just an imaginative, intelligent statement about growing old and having only
And
memories.
scrapbooking.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for scrapbooking with us.
You know how long 25-minute episodes take to export?
Not my problem.
Like 50 to an hour.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good luck.